Skill Code RX is designed to help the average golfer. It's designed to address the most common challenges that the average golfer that plays maybe once a week, maybe twice a week, maybe even once every half year address so they enjoy golf more because they're hitting better shots. Now, clearly it's born out of my experience coaching recreational amateurs all the way to the players that play on TV and win championships on Sunday. But there are lessons of addressing problems, a prescription on how to solve those problems for the average player. Hi there and welcome to the Skill Code RX. If you're like most golfers out there and you would love more distance and better direction control, then I have the prescription for you. So this gives me a really great awareness for trying to stretch my body back. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hello and welcome, I'm Cameron McCormick and you're joining me on Skill Code RX here at Orange County National. What is Skill Code RX? I am solving the most common problems that plague amateur golfers, common problems that plague you of losing distance and losing the direction control that you most necessarily need. What are these common problems we're talking about? Well, the most common problem that plagues amateur golfers of distance is poor mobility or poor range of motion. Meaning, when they make a backswing, they'll shorten their hip turn, they'll shorten their shoulder turn for a variety of reasons. What that will do is that'll cost them clubhead speed. When it costs them clubhead speed, it costs them ball speed, which is essentially costing them distance. It's akin to a player sitting down in a chair and trying to hit shots from a chair. Invariably what you'll do is you'll hit a shot, and it might be a good shot like mine was, but unfortunately, because you're not using all of the pistons that you could potentially use to create power in your swing, you'll hit it shorter. Why? Because the clubhead speed's not swinging fast enough. What am I talking about when I'm referring to pistons? Well, essentially we have 4 pistons in the swing. Lower body is piston 1, upper body is piston 2, arms are piston 3, and then the club finally is piston 4. When we take away piston 1, we're really constraining our potential to create a lot of clubhead speed. Now, prescription. That's the problem. What then is the solution? The solution is twofold. First, what we want to do is we want to set up in such a way as to allow as much rotation range as possible, right? So, that means what I want you to do is I want you to take your pelvic line and I want you to feel like your lead hip is up to the sky. At the same time, what I want you to do is I want you to feel like your right shoulder is closer to the ground than your left shoulder is. So we've got a lot of what we'll call lateral tilt away from the target. Now, that alone is going to help you amplify your turn just by tilting away from the target. The second element is what we're going to do here with our trail side. Rather than having your right toe perpendicular to your target line, I want you to turn that trail toe, that trail foot out just a little bit, as that's going to help you amplify the sense of turn in your backswing. Okay, let me use that. Lead hip high, side bend right, right shoulder close to the ground, toe turned out. Much more clubhead speed, much more distance. I think if we look at that one, we'll see it's about 103, maybe even 105 miles an hour of clubhead speed. So merely by setting up in a slightly different way, again reviewing, lead hip high, right shoulder low, trail toe turned out, we amplify our ability to create more speed. Finally, if you're a player that needs just a little bit more help on turn feedback, then what we can do is this. We can take a bungee cord, and we can take an alignment rod and place it right around your rib cage, right below, beneath your low rib. And what I want you to do is I want you to rehearse maximizing your turn, whereby visually out of your lead eye, you'll see the tip of the stick here move beyond where that golf ball will be positioned, and then you can even strike shots using this setup. Let's give it a shot. So same adjustments. Skill notes were lead hip high, trail shoulder low, right toe turned out. Rehearse one time the visual of the rib cage turning beyond the golf ball, and then you're ready to give it a whirl. Club head speed up, ball moves further down the fairway. This is going to be your prescription for increasing your range of motion and sending your ball further down the fairway, solving that time eternal problem of not hitting your drives far enough. Okay, coming up, we're going to continue to explore how to create more power for the players that have a limb dominant swing. What is that? Well, you're going to have to stay tuned.
Subscribe to Golf Pass today for exclusive access to learn from the leaders in the game.
At a lower swing speed, it is a little bit more difficult, but at the same point in time, you can change the loft intervals to help with that.
Oh, nice. The club face sends it and the path bends it.
All of it available on your schedule on the Golf Pass app. And to save more strokes the next time you play, watch the best instruction Monday through Wednesday nights starting at 7 Eastern.